Hello, everybody. My name is Jessie Terrian. I'm an independent demonstrator for the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? How is your week treating you? I hope phenomenal. I have a great card for us today. If you're joining me from YouTube, welcome. I'm so happy you found me. You're watching a Facebook Live replay, but you can still comment and interact. I'm very lonely over there. I'll probably chat with you back. And if you have a good time, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Okay? All right. Let's see who is on. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Hey, Mom. Hey, Sherry. How's everybody today? Okay. I was feeling crap-a-doony, like crap-a-doony, okay? And I don't know. I my sinuses are acting up. Everybody's in the Vegas Valley are because we've had heat and so things are blooming. Nobody has time for that, okay? So I had that going on and then working on sugar stuff, so my sugar was low and I realized I just needed coffee. I needed some pep in my step, you know what I'm saying? And now I feel better. So coffee fixes everything. Say it with me. Coffee fixes everything. Just kidding. All right. So let me show you the card. Thank you, everybody, again for the birthday wishes. Look at how pretty this is. And then I did a little fancy inside because why not? We are going to be using the Fragrant Layers stamp sets and coordinating dies. I'll tell you all the things. I do in a minute want to flip down and just share with you some of the gorgeous cards that I got. I have in other videos shared some of them, but I mean, ladies, you're spoiling me. I have a stack that I have not showed yet. So, I got to represent, I got to show off my girls' handiwork. And thank you so much. It really touched me. I got a few little presents and surprises. It was amazing. So, truly blessed. All right, let's see. Who do we got on? Hey, Cheryl, you made it. How you doing? So, I mean, I'm on time. Who is she, right? I'm going to flip down. I'm going to show these cards. That'll give a few minutes for everybody who's looking for me to find me. We're still going to work with this little situation here in the corner. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it's good. And when I'm telling a story or something, I can look at you and be like, listen to me. But I don't know. Does anyone else film themselves and then look back and go, "Oh, look at that angle." Don't watch yourself back. There's a fun tip for you. Don't do it. It's not pretty. You're never going to have a perfect angle every time. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're Cindy Crawford. That woman is an alien, I feel. So, okay, I'm going to show you these cards. So this was a birthday card from Terry. I'm going to flip in the inside really quickly. You don't need to read my personal messages, but this is gorgeous. Look at all that. This is from Deborah Ewing. She is a master at card making. Every time I get a card from her, I'm always excited because it's just the thing she does is like chef's kiss. And she sent me a little package with a ton of goodies in it. So very sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, so here we have, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I'm telling you. So this was from Liz. Time to Celebrate. This was from Sherry, right? Yep. So I try to remember, not always. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's a Karen card. Isn't that adorable? I have looked so many times at this fun fold. Was it hard to do, bestie? Look at her coloring. Isn't that adorable? Like, that is a display card if I've ever seen one. And all the layers, you know how to get a girl, let me tell you. Here is another really pretty card. This is from Cheryl, my bestie. I'm going to be writing you back, Cheryl. There's another birthday card for my friend Liz. Love her to death. Okay. Here's another one. Like I said, it was my birthday, so I got extra spoiled with Happy Mail. And then this one's from Deborah. And then look at this card. Isn't that cute? This is from my mama. And then this one is from Kelly. I absolutely love the mixed media art that she does. She added some bling, like obsessed, obsessed, Kelly. So pretty. And then where did you get that? It's almost like stained glass paper, or maybe she printed it. I don't know. Really pretty. It almost looks like a real photograph of stained glass. I don't know. Gorgeous work. Thank you so much. So there was some cards. I got some more. Okay, we are gonna get started. Hey, Martha, you found us. Yay. All right. Let me put the card out. Let me get going. So this is a layered card. I wanted to start out by just letting the set work for us and see what it could do. So this is the Fragrant Layers dies. And then here's the coordinating stamp set. So you can stamp these and cut them out to colorize them. You can do the outlines. You can build them like two-step stamping. It's got layers, of course, and then this great frame outline. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to cut the outline, and then we're going to cut the layers in different colors and stack them. We're going to pop it up for some dimension, and then we're going to use a focal point label that comes with the set. And the interesting thing about this is when I cut it out, I just expected the tag with a little bit of embellishment, but I didn't notice the edge. This actually cuts the middle out as well so that you can do the border in one color and the middle in another. How great is that? So we had to do that. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is pull in the big, sorry, my brain's all over the place. You know how I am. We're going to pull in Laverne, my cut and emboss. And we're going to grab our paper. Now, normally I pre-do this. Like I pre-did the focal point label, but I do have a lot of new ladies that are watching and they had some questions. So I felt like it was important to go over some of these steps for you. So if you're one of my OG crafters and you got this part, chat amongst yourselves, right? And if you need the tutorial, pay attention now. There we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, and I will have all the dimensions for you in the pictorial. Don't worry. We're going to take that top layer and we're going to cut out the frame directly in the middle. If your plates are wonky, go ahead and put some washi tape or mint tape or a post-it to secure it in place. Your girl likes to live on the wild side, so she just goes for it. But, you know, we all know I'm a hot mess, and sometimes that works out, and sometimes it does not. Gasp, right? All right. So this is the first one. It's going to cut like butter. All the little pieces are just going to pop right out. You can use your take your pick tool or your Pam's pick if you got it. I like to flick mine, get a little confetti action going. So how is everybody? Did I even ask you? Where are my manners? Jeez. All about me, right? I'm doing pretty good. I hope you are too. I've been super busy, but that's a happy place to be in. So I watched this video of another demonstrator, and I apologize, I did not catch the name, but she was saying she washes her plates with soap and water and gives them a good scrub. Remember how I was complaining, like, why do I get these little black marks on my white paper when I throw it through here? It's because all that fiber from cutting the different papers and things, even though you can't see it or feel it, it's in the grooves. And then with the pressure, it gets put on your paper. Now, this one's pretty good, but if you start having that, you could also get glue, glitter, gunk. I mean, we do a lot with our cut and emboss. Try scrubbing it with some soap and water and then let them dry fully, like for 12 to 24 hours before using them. And that will help. Okay. So there's a tip. And I feel like it was a good one. Now I'm going to take some paper in Petal Pink and Calypso Coral that coordinates with my cardstock. And I'm going to put the different layers of flowers on my machine. Like that. And we're going to run those through. Okie doke. Get this thing out of our way. So I'm going to give you a teaser. Sometime in the future, we are going to have new things to do with our cut and emboss. And I'm pretty excited about it. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but it's coming with the new catalog. It's very exciting. And I pre-ordered a set yesterday. So we're gonna, oh heck, I'm just gonna tell you. If you don't want to hear, turn off the sound. There's your warning. They're impression plates that instead of cutting or making embossing, it gives some cushion and you get more texture, and it's kind of like embossing a little bit, but you cut it and then you use the impression plate and it gives it a whole new dimension. Let's put it that way. So I ordered that. I went crazy on my pre-order. Now, for my demonstrator girlies, are you taking advantage of that perk of being able to see the catalog early, see all the products early, early to order? Are you taking advantage of that on top of your discount? Come on now. What are you doing with your life? I have a retreat to prepare for. So that was my excuse to go crazy. And ladies, I went crazy. I went crazy. I saved about $600 between Stampin' Rewards, which we get 10% of your total order. You get to use towards your next order. Okay, so I had saved about 85. So I started out. full disclaimer, with about 85 bucks in free product ready to go. Then I made a huge order. So I got I forget. I'm gonna just make it up. I think it was like $180 in more Stampin' Rewards for my next order. Don't judge me if you're doing the math. And then I got 25% off my order, right? So I placed that order. I got my rewards credited, and then I placed an additional order, and I ended up paying like 16 bucks, which was not bad, for another almost 200 bucks worth of stuff. And what I paid for, I got a little bit of a 25% off that too. So it is a good deal. This is the kind of girl math that I vibe with, okay? Just saying. So I got a lot of sets. I got a lot of sweets. I got all the new inks. What else did I get? I got a lot of paper. When you do that, you can actually order two of each consumable. So I was like, I'm ordering the sweet, and then I'm going to order two of each of the papers I plan on using for retreat, two of the dimensional, or not dimensionals, but you know, the gems and stuff like that. So I have a good stockpile to now create and get going on all this. So I'm super excited about that. And if you'd like more information about retreat, hit me up in the comments. There is still room. There is still tons of time. We got about 6 months today from retreat, 6 months, if you're keeping track. And it's going to be phenomenal. I'm telling you, I have thought of everything. Now, my besties that are already committed, my VIPs, my mini session girlies, are you going to do swaps? If you are, I am going to be posting about that. But just to give you an idea, if you have a lot of cards that you've kind of just made and you haven't used yet, you can package those up with an envelope and hand those out at retreat. Put your information in there, you know, that way we can all, I mean, you can talk through here, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. You can put your socials on there or whatever. If you want, you can put your address, you know, you can join Happy Mail if you're not in Happy Mail. I have so many ways for our community to connect, right? And a lot of them are free. You know, it's just, hey, sign up. Let's do this. So I'm just saying, girls, what are you doing? Okay, here we go. So I put A2 card base. I put my DSP on there. Now I'm going to put the next layer. Um, and just kind of let this dry down a little bit while we work on our layered top piece. Okay, so I'm going to set that to the side. What do I do with that piece? It's right in front of you, Jess. Okay, so we have our piece. You know how I am. Sorry, see, this is why I don't want the camera on. You see me itching my nose. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to just take a little bit of glue, a little dot, not a lot. Okay. And now I'm going to take the first layer. You're going to line it up like that. Kind of slide it in place. That's why I'm using my liquid glue. If you see a spot where you need a little bit of glue or a lot of glue, just do it. Okay, so we're going to repeat the process with the next layer. Now, there's so many things you could do with this set. We are literally just scratching the surface. But I like to start out and just see what the set's giving, basically, you know? What can it do for me? Am I putting that on right? Yeah. So this one has more details. You're going to cover it up. Give it a second for that glue to set. Wiggle it in place. All right, are you ready for the magic? Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, you could go a step further. You could cut the leaves, but I'm using green paper under this, so that'll show through. You can stamp and then put this over top. There's so many things you could do, and we are going to be working with this on Friday. We're going to do a fun fold with it. We're going to be stamping the whole 9 yards. So let me pull this back in. Now, if you're mailing this and you don't want it super popped up, you could just put that right down on there. Looks great. I want to pop it up a little bit. I feel like this card is phenom and it needs a good pop-up moment. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now center it. Give that pretty mat around it. Okay. That's basically your card. Let's work on some stamping, get the rest of it kind of pulled together. How easy, right? And depending on your paper choices, you could change this to any color you wanted. I am really digging I don't even know what paper this was. I just saw this sheet of paper and was like, ooh, pretty. Anyone else do that? I mean, I know I should probably know in case you want to buy it. And if you do, I will look it up. Oh, ladies, you know how I am. Okay, so I'm going to put just a note on the front. Bam. Put that to the side. This mat I'm using has just a little bit of give to it. It's a cutting mat, so that's why I haven't been using a what's it called? A silicone mat underneath. But when you're using photopolymer, remember, you do want a little bit of give and cushion. If you're using a glass mat, it would be a good idea to use your silicone or whatever you got. Okay? Even a little stack of paper or your catalog, just a little bit of cushion. It makes a big difference. Okay, so this is the inside of my card. I'm grabbing Calypso Coral. Wait, I want to do the flower. I want to do, where's it? I've got hello, I've got this. I want to do the leaf is what I'm trying to tell you. Why could I not remember that word? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Because my brain is 10 different places right now. That's why. So I want to leave room for this, right? That, like that. Just a little pretty, just a little something. Be better than me. Clean as you go so you don't have a mess, besties. And I'm going to do a hello because this will definitely be for my Happy Mail Club, right? I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to slide it a little. Okay. Gorgeous. Okay. Stick this inside. Now, if you put your flower where you didn't want it and you didn't want to cover it up and you have a little extra, you have a couple choices. One, see if you can just make it work like that. I ain't mad at that. Two, you could just trim it before you put it in, you know? Now that is a little crooked. Well, it's going to have to live like that, besties. There we go. I will trim that. So, okay. Now I've got my frame. And put just a little. This glue does not take a lot. I'm basically using what's on the tip, not really putting any pressure. You just want enough to tack it down. Like that. Now, I'll take my dimensionals and I'm just gonna put 2 on there. I know it's a double pop-up situation, but I like it. I'm digging it. And then there we go. Okay. So the last thing we have to do, grab our bling. Oh, save that for later. I apologize about the sunshine on the mat. I live in Vegas, people. It's sunny and beautiful here all the time. These are problems to have, right? Ah, there we go. Stick those in the holes. And then I just want some around my flowers. Done. There we go. It is that easy. This set does the work for you, I promise. You just cut your heart out, choose your colors in your DSP, and you got it. It is super easy. So, no changes today, just a simple card. Let me flip up. Boop. Okay, I'll move over a little. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. We're going to be working with this at least on Friday. I don't know if I'll commit to a few cards with it. I may flip back and forth. I have so many sets that I want to showcase. So I was just like, I need to start cranking them out a little bit faster. So that's what we're doing. But I feel like this set is so phenomenal. It deserves a round 2 Funfold. So that's what I got going on now. Let me see what I missed in the chat. Hi, Tammy. How you doing? Um, thanks, Martha. I appreciate it. You love that? Thank you. Blush by Beauty. That's the DSP. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I just saw it and was like, beautiful. So the lightest pink was crap doodle. It is, why you ask me these questions, Tammy? Now I gotta look. I got it. I got it. Let's see. Petal pink. I don't know why. I kept wanting to say blushing bride, but I knew that wasn't right. I don't even think we have that color. I think that was an old color, but petal pink. So that's the lightest color. And then I did Calypso Coral. And then I did actually Mossy Meadow for the green. So those are the colors. And you could also, with that paper, I was kind of thinking for a minute I was going to go chocolate brown, like espresso with it. But in the end, I just went with green. So I don't know. That's what I did. So let's see. Hey, Antonella, welcome in, my friend. How are you? Aw, that's so cute, Karen. It wasn't hard to do that fun fold. I have been looking at it and I'm like, should we do this for retreat? And it kind of looked complicated, but the thing I like about it is it's all one piece of paper for the card base. And so we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I think it should be easy. So don't panic if you're coming to retreat and you're like, Jesse, that's a lot. I will have cut the sorry, I forgot my down camera wasn't on. I will cut the card base for you. That will already be done. And all the DSP would already be cut. Um, you would be stamping and things like that. But um, I think this is a winner, Karen. I'll give you a little credit in my book. I'll be like, suggestion by Karen. But I don't have any cute mice. So it'll be a little different, just in case you're looking. Where are the mice? I don't know. So, all right. Hey, Pam, how you doing? Welcome in. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get off of here. I have to go plug in the numbers for the pictorial real quick, and then I will post that. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a phenomenal week, and I'll see you on Friday. Mwah.